So here you can see that melting or fusion and solidification or freezing, these two processes are just opposite processes. And here during the, if we take the example of ice to water, this conversion, ice to water, okay. So here the temperature of ice during the process of melting or fusion will be 0 degree centigrade, and temperature of water also 0 degree centigrade, and during the freezing or solidification also the temperature remain 0 degree centigrade only. That means it's easy to remember that the melting point and freezing point okay, melting point of ice and freezing point of water both are 0 degree centigrade. Okay, so melting point of ice, as ice melts to form water, so melting point of ice, and freezing point of water, as water freezes to form ice, so freezing point of water both will be 0 degree centigrade. Okay, now if we see the next process, that means boiling or vaporization or evaporation, and condensation or liquefaction. So these two processes are just opposite process. So here we are getting liquid form, liquid to gas. This conversion we are getting, this change of state we are getting, liquid to gas. Here this is called boiling or evaporation, where we are getting the gaseous form from the liquid, and just opposite process where we are getting the liquid form from the gaseous substance, gaseous form, that is called condensation. Okay, condensation or liquefaction. So these two processes are just opposite process, and here during the first change, that means the during the boiling of, if we see, if we take the example of water to water vapor, this conversion, okay, water to water vapor, this conversion, then we will see the boiling of water. During the boiling of water to water vapor, here temperature of water remains fixed at 100 degree centigrade, and temperature of water vapor also remain fixed at 100 degree centigrade. That means boiling point of water, that is 100 degree centigrade, when pressure will remain fixed, and the condensation point of water vapor, that means when water vapor changes to water, that during that process also the temperature of water vapor remains fixed at 100 degree centigrade, and the whole process, when the whole process gets over, then only the change of temperature can occur. Okay, there the temperature of water also remain fixed at 100 degree centigrade. So condensation point that is also 100 degree centigrade. So it is easy to remember these 2 points, boiling point and condensation point, as these two processes are just opposite process, reversible process. So there, this point or the temperature will remain, this temperature will be same. Okay, 100 degree centigrade for both, for pure water. Other than this 4, we are having another process that is also change of state, but here without passing through a particular state we can get the change of state. And this particular special type of conversion is called sublimation. What is that? During this change of state we are getting directly the solid form to gaseous form. There are few substances which can change their state from solid state to gaseous state without passing through the liquid state. So here we cannot see the liquid state, okay, in between. So this kind of process, process of conversion, this is called sublimation. There are certain substances which are those which can show sublimation. These are camphor, okay, camphor or naphthalene bulb which we use, or we can room freshener is also there. Room freshener means in solid form the room freshener which we use, that is a kind of the sublimable substances. And other than this, dry ice is a form of solid carbon dioxide. Iodine, this also iodine is a it's an element. This is also can show sublimation. Ammonium chloride, NH4Cl, ammonium chloride, this also can show sublimation. Other than this, many are there which can benzoic acid is there which can show sublimation. So these are there. So these substances, when all these are in solid form, so if we heat the solid form of these substances, directly we will be getting the gaseous form of the substances. It cannot pass, it will not pass through the liquid state. We cannot see the liquid state here. Directly from solid state they will convert to the gaseous state, and this process is called sublimation, and these substances are called sublimable substances. Okay, these substances, camphor, dry ice, iodine, naphthalene or ammonium chloride, all these substances which can show sublimation, there we will be calling as sublimable substances. So this sublimation is also a reversible process. As applying heat we are getting the solid form to gaseous form. So again, if we cool down the gaseous form of the substances, that means if we take out the heat or if we cool down the gaseous substances, again they can convert to the solid form. So this is you can see this is a reversible process. From solid state we are getting the gaseous state. Again from gaseous state we can come to the solid state when we are changing the condition. That means for the first case we are heating the substances, and for this to get back the solid form again, we need to release the heat. We need to take out the heat from the substance. Okay, that's why this process is reversible process. So students, today up to this only. So here I am ending our today's class. You go through this once again, revise this chapter properly, and study well, do study properly. Okay, and be safe and careful. Have a good day. Thank you.